want like 16 keys.
So eventually you'll need it because companies prefer to send it out.
I mean, I'd much rather have it on my home computer than I can have it. But see, I'm thinking, because most laptops come with it anyway. It's like the real good ones.
Right.
No big deal, I have mine. That's great.
Sure, it's not that expensive as an add-on. It's just the laptop in general.
Because they're coming out with these Pentiums, and now they come with that Pentium MXX or whatever it is. Did you read that? Like 2 days ago came out this new Pentium thing. That, like the video thing is now a full screen instead of a little box.
Oh, nice.
So I'm like, whatever. But I still want to get a Pentium home computer. Upgrade.
Put them to the
46 is pretty soon going to do like what?
You need a penny on it.
Yeah.
Az itt vagyok a padi vezető. Azt mondja, minden esetben a két Martinit megint csak a két. No way.
Put it back on. That was beautiful.
Yeah, Dale. Rough glass. First casualty of the night.
One of your nice ones? Oh my God.
They're drunk.
They're intoxicated. We gotta feed them
They're
fast.
plastered.
We gotta give them food.
Don't look at it. Don't. It's not going to be done.
Damn water's not boiling. It's taking like an hour to boil water. What?
Put a little salt in the water. Hey, look,
Okay.
it's going. It's going. It's going. It's almost there. It's almost
Needs to be
there.
vigorous.
It's not vigorous. It's vigorous.
10 minutes for what? Oh, it's quick, yeah.
Huh?
I beg your pardon.
No direct descendant of Irene. Finger.
It's really gooey. Rich and chewy.
Really rich and chewy. It is. It's called cooking. Interesting. This is a pot. That actually
I wasn't prepared on the but I didn't think that I can even talk. First of all, I think you children have done a wonderful job. It was just overwhelming. I love you all, and it's just one of the most wonderful feelings I've had in years to be with all of you. With this maniac, well, I live with him all the time. So lately, I live with
Maniac, I love it.
See, now here we go.
Yeah.
Here we go again, right? And this wonderful lady, and all of you, and I do want to thank you. And it's probably will be one of the most honorable and most memorable moments of my life with you. David, us, and you. Thank you.
Cheers.
Really appreciate that.
All of you kids who are here and who really feel, and I can, at this point, can't divorce myself from Sylvia, that I get very emotional over it, that you kids gave such a good welcome, and it's a beautiful, heartwarming ceremony from our part to recognize and even feel the way we grew up, you people, and it's really something that hard to it's hard to find the words. I'm not prepared for this speech at all, as probably you notice it. But it's the feeling that we are all together after 40 years, and we have to not only thank God that we had the faith and the strength to go through all these years, all these 40 years of struggling and bringing sacrifice and working hard. But we always saw somehow the meaning of what we have done. We have established families, and we have established love among all of us here. And to me, that means more than anything, that we're together in love and warm feeling with the kids who really made this happen for us. It's the greatest things, I mean, that I can only say. And God bless all of you, and thank all of you that you make us so happy, and that make us, you know, our life and our 40 years worthwhile. And God bless you all of all.
Thanks.
All of
Cheers,
you.
cheers. Cheers.
Cheers.
They took her to the hospital, and Herman was really nice. I mean, she really saved her. We were in serious trouble with this one, because we were jumping over, and whatever.
My mom
I don't
fell in a
even-
creek.
Yeah,
You
with
have
her.
to jump over a creek.
And it was slippery, you know, all ice.
She
I
wasn't
mean,
a good.
No, it was to say the
Icy.
least, I mean, to say the least, yeah.
Yeah, and the Russian jeeps were coming.
But what it
You
was,
know,
you know,
because-
it's really, we were very circumspect, you know, when we went across
You felt,
across
You swam in a creek?
board.
You have
Oh,
to
you
cross
jumped it.
one.
And-
jumped the
And
creek
she
and
fell
she-
into it.
and it was cold?
No, up in Austin, Alps, you know, 10 below zero, this much
Freezing.
snow, 2 o'clock in the morning, jeeps are running back and forth, trying to kill you. Wasn't bad at all. Yeah.
What was the
My-
last
my
town, what was
mom's
the last
outfit
town
froze.
you left before?
Huh?
What was the last town that you left before you were in the
Somebody.
field? Oh, really?
Where's that? What country?
Hungary.
How
Oh,
did
the
you
la- I
decide
see.
when to go? Like
Southwest
what
of
made you
Well, he
decide
had
when?
relatives there.
Right?
In that
Somebody
town?
at the town, which is about us, so that we have the least amount of chance to get killed. Because the Russian jeeps were going back and forth, and these towers, you know, which was the Iron Curtain, was a very smooth area, which is all mine. You heard about the things. So we had to find out what the hell we're gonna get close, so we don't gonna blow up my mind. So we figured his relatives would know when to go. That's
And you were leaving Hungary, like one day, did you say we better go before Saturday or?
Well, you ask your mother-in-law, because she's a tough cookie. She gave me an ultimatum.
Oh, really?
I said, well, da. She said, well, are you coming? When we going to leave Hungary?
How did you decide when to
And she
leave?
said to me, if you're not coming, I'm going.
Really, without you?
Ciao.
Ciao, really.
Hasta la
Why
bye
did you want to,
And this guy was like hesitant.
you didn't know if you wanted to
And I
go?
was so afraid of his father. I knew his father since I was a little boy. And I kept saying, Joe, you gonna come here? Yeah. So I'm going, we walk over with her. When of course she said, if you're coming, I'm going. I said, oh shit, I better go. But I wasn't gonna let her go, you know. Anyway, when we were dating, she was trying to calm me to marry her, which eventually I did.
Oh, God.
Oh, lying.
You know. Anyway,
You couldn't
so we
get
go
out
into
of
his
it.
house. He lived the next street from me. And so, you know, my street was like this and his street was like this, end of the street. So we get up to the house and his father, Yoshi Bachi, said, oh
Did he know you were leaving?
No.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, he was sort of.
at
He was
this point,
afraid.
he had a feeling, you know.
And I said,
But on the
oh,
first day when we didn't move, yeah, the following day we moved out, and I didn't say anything to my father. I just picked up and when
I was afraid to
I
stay
knew
in front
that
of his
because,
house.
you know, and I just went. That's all.
I thought he's gonna kill me.
Of course, he was a little late at the train
As
station.
usual, he's always late.
Did your parents know you were leaving?
Huh?
Did your parents know you were leaving? And did yours, Irene? They didn't know you were leaving?
My parents knew. But I figured if I ever go to his house, his father will kill me. So we agreed, we go. And of course this,
South turned
Las Calabrias always within an hour, she was cold. She was wearing Mutsi's sweatsuit with a sandal. That's what I said.
Murci, whatever.
No, Mutsi, I said.
Mutsi.
Then we walked out to the train station and we got on the train station. He had the map. But anyway,
Oh
And
my
who gave you
God.
the map?
he got it.
You got it.
And an uncle who works for the ministerium, you know, Hungary ministerium, what the hell?
Like the government or?
Kind of.
Yeah, oh yeah, it was the army, you know, the defense ministerium.
Oh.
We're standing in the toilet room, you know, in the train, even the room is about this big, right? You only go there to do certain things. And we're opening this thing and we're trying to figure out, now where are we now? This is a very detailed army map. I'm saying myself, oh my God, what the hell is this mean, you know?
If we would have been caught with that, George, you know, we would have,
We would have been serious
we
over
would
that.
have gotten
So let me get this straight. So you guys took the train,
Yeah.
and you made it through all that horror. Then you went to Herman's. You went.
Well, that after. This is,
Yes,
we were still in
and then we
Hungary.
got over the border. Then we called Herman again.
And she picked us up.
Well, before that, we got to someone. Hey,
Well, we
remember
did
at
so much,
night
you're right.
when we got acquainted with Barbara, remember the train?
Mara.
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 Yeah, one of his girlfriends, he don't remember.
Mara. And Mara was a beautiful gypsy
Was.
girl, wasn't she?
I introduced him to
No, she
her.
wasn't gypsy?
No, she
No.
Oh, sorry.
She was a very sexy looking
But she was
girl.
beautiful.
I was sitting here with your
The
mother,
picture.
and this girl is sitting across to me, and I'm saying, I got a single guy in my hand, right? I said, "Gee, let me talk to you." That's how he married his
Georgie was
present wife. I
with
introduced him to his present wife. I'm telling you.
How did I get you married? Through me.
You got even
Through
with me,
me.
by
So you
God.
got back at me. I mean,
That's later. That's a year later. 6 months later.
yes.
Anyway, he met Mara, whom he dated for a while. Legally. Let's not talk about this stuff.
Anyway, we met
Legal
Mara.
stuff there.
Well, he was single then. But later on.
Right, thank you.
Shut up.
So Herma.
So
Emma was the sweetest lady in the world. Very wealthy.
Herma was an aunt of mine.
Was she single at that time?
No, Herma was very well married.
Oh,
Remember we went there?
she was married to Eric
Yeah,
back
remember
then.
Eric?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I thought that was a newer one.
Yeah.
And without her, she would be dead in 1956. But she was dying.
Well,
She had high fever, and a lot of doctors said, the frozen stuff, walking through the mountains. She had fever, she was
George, after we got out of Hungary, we were in Austria, in the Burgenland, which is the section of
That's where Herma picked us up.
between Hungary and Austria. That was strip of land where everybody spoke this. They had dual language, you know what I mean, Hungarian and German, or Austrian.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where actually we called up Herma and called her down, you know, after we came to
The
come
most
down.
wonderful people you ever met.
And that's in that area, you know, it happened to be because of German speaking, you know, of a refugee, which they didn't.
You spoke fluently, now tapped on it.
Spoke my language, and they wanted
With a real
to keep
Austrian
me there,
dialect.
you know what I mean?
The stick.
And they wanted desperately to keep me there, to be a translator between Hungarian refugees and the Austrians, you know, and whatnot. And at that point, I said, look, Herma, when I called her up on the telephone, I said, Muna, get out of here. I said, George, Irene, and Mora.
She was on the schedule then.
Four of
We
us
should have fell off the
wanted to
schedule.
getting out of here, you know. The next day, right away came down and whatnot, and
They were wonderful.
to their chagrin, I guess.
Well, they saved us,
I-
particularly her.
We all moved out of there, so.
So they put you on a train and you were headed toward Italy to hop on a boat?
No,
No, Irene and her husband came
We
down
lived
in a car.
in a cute little camp.
And,
Refugee
and
camp,
they give you a ticket if there is more people in a car than like if it's a five-seater, you have to five people.
I'd like to back up a second. What's remarkable to me is you were young, you're basically kids, right? Children? I mean, young kids? How old were you?
20 and 18?
56,
Okay.
23 and a half.
Okay, and you didn't tell your parents, right? Is that correct?
Well, my parents know she didn't.
Okay, no.
But
This one would have been dead. if
Basically, it
his
was,
father.
I wouldn't call it hush hush, but it wasn't like something you blurted out to a bunch of people. You didn't
No, you
announce
couldn't
all-
afford to
Oh,
do it.
no,
You wanna
no,
get
that
that?
was very,
Okay.
very, very.
So,
on-
so you had to have met ahead of time, secretly,
Yeah, of
to
course.
plan this out. I mean, here, you've got 3 young kids. You're gonna leave your own family, your friends, your
Everyone.
house,
Yeah.
your country, then you're gonna go to another country, and then you're gonna go to America.
Well, we hoped that we were going to go to America. We had no guarantees.
That wasn't in
There's
the
a lot
first
of
plan?
them, no.
That
Why
wasn't
did
in
you
the
want to
initial-
come to America?
Well, that was our choice. We could have stayed, especially through Herma, who was very wealthy,
In
from
Austria.
married in Austria. And I said, I just to me, that was the thing.
You didn't know
For
where
all
to
we
go.
wanted to, we felt that this is the country
Yeah,
where
that
to
point,
be.
yeah.
It was just, God could help
Just
me
to
out.
get
Where do
out
you
of
want to
the
go?
country,
He
that's
could have
it.
been staying there because
Just
she was
out
very
there.
wealthy.
Yeah, no
And he
problem.
would have been taken care of well, I mean, better than normal. But he didn't want to stay. We all wanted to get there. We wanted to
It
come
was
to this
too
country.
close.
It was just an
Did you,
overwhelming desire.
Well,
did you
to
meet
live in
then
America.
together?
Intimating, why do you want to leave?
kind of, we actually, well, first of all, I wanted to stay in Austria,
Yeah,
in Vienna.
this
Oh,
one.
she
I didn't want to
did.
come.
I said, I'm going. I have got this far, baby.
I love
America is where I want
Vienna.
to be. Yeah, she loved it.
And Yoshka, you wanted to leave.
Yeah,
Vienna,
well,
right?
in my case, it was, I had an
Mara was
attitude
somebody
in-
Oh,
influential.
yeah.
Mara,
Honestly,
baby.
Well,
No, he was- he was- he
there's
said
a
he wanted to
friend
go
of
too.
ours, you know, she was the fourth part of our tourney, you know, of the bunch, you know. She sort of was hesitant. She wanted to stay there. She wanted to come and
She
whatnot.
never made it out.
she wasn't our blood brother.
But she wouldn't
No.
bother. I mean, it's
You
just,
guys are blood brother and sister, that's for sure.
but-
You end up in somebody.
the point was, George, you got your voice back.
Yeah.
George said that,
So,
let's go to
so,
America, that's
I
why.
love it on the
We
face.
can't-
I don't know why.
we came out, you know, as at that point, what seemed to me like the best solution, you know, come to any sort of free life, you know, in the United States, you know. And that's what was our basic intention, you know, to come to United States, you know. As far as my involvement in the revolution, why I had to come out, is that because we had a party secretary of the Communist Party secretary who at that time when the revolution succeeded, I asked, how's your wife, who I knew that she was a police secret agent and a torturer.
Your wife was?
No.
No, this was the
Oh, somebody
party
knew.
secretary
Somebody
of
knew.
where I worked. Yeah. And when the revolution succeeded, I said, how's your wife, comrade White? You know. So he said, oh, I don't know. I don't know anything about her and whatnot. And you know, was talking, talking about something else, you know, clear herself. And what happened when 7 days later, when the Russians came back, then I went back to work. He was the one who asked me the question. He says, what did you ask me question? What was your question about concerning my wife? And I was just generally interested, you know, how she was doing and whatnot. Because at that time, I knew at that point you know, I was in danger, you know. So, and that's the time I went back and after I made in Georgia and I said, I've got to get out of here, I said. This is a very, very dangerous situation, you know. At that time, they didn't ask any questions, you know, who you were, what somebody said, you know, the dangers on the listing, you know, anti-government, anti-communist, conspiracy, or the activities of feelings. They just threw it in jail, and whatever happened. So at that time, I said to my father, I said, Dad, I've got to get out of here. And that's the way we all got out of it.
Why? Maybe.
Second, the Nazi liked her too, so I figured I better be around.
Oh,
It's a side story we should not.
that.
But I love the guy. He's got nothing to do.
Oh, that juice?
I sort of said to throw it in for a second.
After
After 40 years, it really is not important.
Too bad.
What are we
It's
getting?
all about like.
It takes two to tango.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Well, we're in Vienna. Let's get over all of that.
Yeah, but I'm very happy.
We got her out of the hospital.
So how did you get to America?
These two came together. I came by myself. And everybody asked me,
How could that be? We
where's
were all together.
yeah, well, I had a green, see, they give you green cards and white cards. I think it was white cards or whatever it's called. Green cards.
You got the green card.
I got the green card, but of course, you know, my honest face. No, I just happened to get a green
No,
What,
because
what
of
did the
we
colors
were.
mean?
card. Pardon me?
What did the colors mean?
Well, green card meant permanent residence in this country, period.
In America?
Once you got into this country, you could not be sent away. White card was a temporary residence.
You were temporary.
So these two are temporary.
That's
But
right.
you can't, they
And they
came to
came
America
before.
separately from
They
you?
got separated
By
because of
plane
your
or
last
water?
names.
By plane. We all flew by plane. You
Right,
all,
because of your last names, you got
So you
separated.
didn't know if
M
you'd
from
even
you.
find them? How would you,
pardon me?
did you think you would see them again?
No, we all
Well,
went to
we
one
hoped.
Camp
We
Kilmer
went to
in
Camp Hill in New Jersey.
So all you have to do is
And
just
my
walk around and
everlasting-
you find anybody and everybody.
Wonderful brother-in-law, Madeline's
From
husband.
Budapest.
Where was
Was-
Where was this camp? In
Uh,
Avalon?
Camp
Jersey?
Camp
Jersey.
Kilmer, New
Camp Kilmer.
Jersey.
Can't kill them.
Outside of New Brunswick.
Have you ever went back there to visit?
Once I
I
did
told
one.
her this
You
man.
remember
Is
the
it?
good-looking little soldier?
Remember.
Remember that good-looking little
Oh, yeah, the
soldier?
Torres or what do you call it? Yeah.
You guys didn't even talk about Green Sea. The good stuff in Vienna. We spent a month in Vienna. The
3
good
weeks,
things,
3
3 weeks.
Yeah.
They take us out to the outskirts of Vienna. It's very beautiful. It's loaded with cute restaurants. They have Austrian music, what you heard tonight. The food is fabulous.
Did you ever go to Ginsings? Did you ever go to Ginsings, Susanna?
Great sing, well, she
Yeah,
knows, she knows
there's
what.
music,
It is
yeah.
really nice. So they took us there.
Wow.
And of course,
You
we
drink
just,
yourself there.
we made up for all the weeks of hunger, no food, and struggle.
Oh, remember?
Mr. Joe Baby and George Baby. Oh God, did we have a good time in singing. We were
Oh,
singing
God.
and dancing.
I never seen you so white and pale.
You know what it is? It was a subconscious celebrations of freedom. I didn't give it. I said, if they're going to take me to the hospital
Oh, it was
with
so nice
alcoholic,
seeing that
I don't,
peaceful
whatever poison I got, who cares? I'm here. I don't ever have to worry about to take it back again. So they give it out.
How long did it take to get from Hungary to Vienna? How many days?
Oh, from Budapest
overnight.
We
to
just stayed
Vienna.
overnight.
We climbed them up.
I would take, well, normally I would take about 3.5 of a trip, you know, excuse me, which included the processing of passport.
You remember we had to stand in
You know, a
line?
lot of
No,
it.
you
But
asking me how long
actually,
it would
physically,
take us.
physically getting
Tomorrow morning.
to the border
It was
of,
overnight. We walked
between Hungary,
Overnight.
Budapest,
25 kilometers.
and Vienna.
Overnight.
I would say about 2.5 hours. You know.
You walked?
Through the mountains.
No, this was by train.
Okay, after the train,
Yeah.
Georgia came from somebody, we walked.
We walked
Yeah,
through.
no, I'm answering the
Yeah, I
question.
know.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
Wow. How did you get separated before you came to America? Why? How did you?
Because we weren't married, they didn't care if we were buddies.
Oh, so they just grouped you up with other
They just
people,
grouped
and
you
they
up.
drew a line right between you three, they split you up.
You weren't even
Did they do that on
married.
purpose?
That's right, because we weren't
We
Did
are-
they do
married.
that on
But we
purpose?
and
They
they were
didn't separate, they didn't separate
No, they
married
didn't
people, but
separate,
we
that's
weren't
the other.
married, so.
But didn't they separate you by last name?
No,
Angela
no.
Yes,
B
Elvis,
and
who
he
knows?
is Andres. No.
Well, I was
Well,
and I
it
got
could
the
have
green
been,
card,
yeah,
she
yeah, she
didn't.
was mentioned.
So weren't
Yeah.
you-
The beginning of the
That's-
alphabet, the
that's-
middle of the alphabet,
Yeah.
M.
Yeah, that was a
So you
very
were involved
reasonable
romantically?
assumption, yeah,
No.
I.
Yeah, we were supposed to get
So,
married.
but Joe
Because
stole her from
He
you.
was M and we were.
That was the
P and
funniest.
E, you know what I mean?
You know,
So-
I heard,
I mean,
you know,
I mean, you
Joe
go,
hold up the
you go to
blanket
two
when
countries,
in a
then you go to
conservation
America,
camp.
and
She
he's-
was changing
he
her,
steals your
her
girl.
blouse. She was holding the blanket up. You know him. I heard so.
He steals your girl.
They said, "Oh, where is your fiance?" I said, "Well, he's coming from my friend."
My friend.
What do you mean? Well, put her on the way. What do you mean? How come she didn't come with you? Well,
My friend took her.
you know, what am I gonna say? When she's gonna come? I don't know. Oh, how she's going to ride? Why is gonna ride with my best friend? And you're gonna marry her? Yeah, I guess so. That's funny. It's time
You
for
probably
marriage.
asked the question, who's that guy? Joe had it, oh, I
That
don't
was
have to
so
worry
funny.
about it.
I was here the day before. I was in the camp already. Christmas Eve, would you like to come to a strange country? Don't speak a word of English. Nobody, you know, nobody. 30,000 Hungarians, and I knew probably 2 out of 30,000. Walking, I'm not a religious guy, unfortunately. In the chapel, everybody's praying and crying,
God,
joy,
you're ready
and I'm by
to-
myself. Where are they? They're nowhere. I don't know nobody.
Me and
I'm going
Steve
from one
said-
place to another, walking all around Christmas Eve.
Really?
What happened? She dressed like to the tune. Mr. Joe Baby. That's not your fiancé. I'm you. When your dad was at my house.